concept. Okay. As we know, please let's respond everybody. Converting liquid to gas is by man-made process. That is what we used to call it as. It is external heating is providing. External heat is provided. Understanding? So then that process is called as what, guys? Suppose I am boiling the water. I am heating the water. That is what we used to call it as what? What is that process called as?
Boiling,
or
evaporation.
We can say not evaporation, vaporization.
Vaporization.
Okay. Understand, ready? Vaporization.
Yes,
so this is a man-made process or natural process? It is the
man-made process.
Man-made process. So now you tell me, everybody, if I am boiling or if I am providing heat, so that the surrounding heat will increase or not, the surrounding temperature will increase or not. Suppose I am boiling the water here in the bucket. I am boiling the water here in the bucket. Now you tell me, is it the temperature will increase or not? Surrounding temperature will increase or not? Ready, hurry, everyone?
Increases.
So because external heat is provided, so that is the process we used to call it as liquid converting into gas. That is the process we used to call it as what process? Boiling. Now you tell me, when the boiling will start in here? Suppose I keep on heating. At certain temperature only liquid will converting into gas. What is the temperature called as?
Boiling point.
Boiling point. Now, is it possible to convert the liquid into gas below its boiling point?
No, sir.
No. Is it yes or no? It is not possible to convert the boiling liquid into gaseous state below its boiling point. So that is what boiling we can say. So now you tell me, in boiling, by boiling, keep on boiling. Either I can completely convert into gaseous state or not. Suppose I have given 1 liter of water. You will boil it for 1 hour or half an hour. Complete water will evaporate or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Complete water will converting into gaseous, but it will happen above 100 degrees Celsius or below 100 degrees Celsius? Only
above 100 degrees.
Above 100 degrees Celsius. That is what we used to call it as boiling point. This is what boiling point of water we can say. Yes or no, guys? Please respond. Yes?
sir.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see.
Yes, sir.
You might be studied in lower classes and all, 6th, 7th and all. From the ocean, from the oceans, from the water bodies and all, water is always converting into gaseous state. What is that process called as? Water cycle. You might be remembered. Water cycle converting into gaseous state and formation of clouds. Clouds will form. Do you remember, Hari? Clouds.
Yes, sir.
It will be coming back in the form of rain. That is what precipitation and condensation we can say. Now, this converting gas into liquid we used to call it as something. It is natural process. What is that process called as?
Evaporation.
Evaporation. Understanding? So that is what we are going to study in our now that is evaporation. Now evaporation means that, as we know, that liquid cannot be converted into gaseous state without increasing the temperature to which temperature? Boiling point. No, guys. But here natural, who is providing 100 degrees Celsius in ocean and all? Who is providing?
The sunlight, sir.
Sunlight cannot produce 100 degrees Celsius. It is 45 itself. We are running into a house. Do you remember, ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then how it is providing? That is what my question. So it is the natural process. Do you remember that? It is the natural process. So now you tell me, boiling process is a continuous process or only when it is needed? Temporary process. Boiling. It is a temporary or permanent process?
Temporary, sir.
Temporary process. Understanding? Temporary process. Because when I need only, when I will boil the water. Yes or no, guys? When I need, I will boil the water and I will convert into gaseous state. But it will take evaporation. Evaporation is the natural process of converting which state to which state? Danishka? Converting which state to which state?
Liquid to gas
state. That is what naturally, understanding, naturally. So that is what we used to call as evaporation. So if you take this evaporation will take place in day and night. There is no day and night, understanding, particular temperature. All the temperatures, the evaporation of liquid will be there. All the temperatures. Do you understand, Hari? all the temperatures, the liquid is converting into gaseous state. That is what we used to, no matter how hot or how cold, doesn't matter. All the temperature, some percent of liquid is converting into gaseous state. That process is called as what? Evaporation. Okay. Now, is it evaporation needed boiling point? Evaporation will take place at the boiling point? No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
It will be below its boiling point itself. It will be converting. That is what all the temperatures we can say. It is called as evaporation. So please write it. The process of liquid changing into vapor. Evaporation. Please, all of you keep heading. Evaporation. So it is the natural process of what? First of all, it's a natural process of converting liquid state into which state?
Gaseous.
Gaseous state. That is what everyone should write it first. Natural process of converting liquid state to gaseous state. Right definition. The process of liquid changing into vapor. The process of liquid changing into vapor. Vapor also we can call it as what? Gas. Even below its boiling point, even below its boiling point is called, what was to call? Is called evaporation. Evaporation will take place at all the temperatures or only particular temperature?
All the temperatures, sir.
Evaporation will take place at all the temperature, even day and night it will take place. Okay, guys? Temperature, day and night. Okay, sir, how we can say day and night? For example, can we go with a real life example, everybody? Now,
Yes,
for
sir.
example, now what is the present season? It is a summer. Yes or no, guys? Ready? Now if you take summer, so if your mother will keep the drying process, drying the clothes. Now how much time it is taking? Drying the clothes? Quite faster. Hardly maybe 2 hours or 3 hours. Yes or no? It will become dry.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, means in the sense of who is heating? Are you heating the cloths by providing gas to evaporate?
No, sir.
No. So it is by natural process. Now, and the sunlight is more temperature, around 35 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. So the temperature is enough more, so that more faster drying rate is also more faster. Yes or no, guys? Drying
Yes,
rate
sir.
is much faster. Now, if you go to winter season, we know that even our Pudukkottai continuously 4-5 days raining. Yes or no, Danishkar? Yes. And even rainy season, around 3 months, we don't have proper sunlight. Yes or no, guys? There is no proper sunlight, even for example. But still, is it your mother is not washing the clothes, or she is washing the clothes during that time also? Definitely they will wash the clothes.
Washing the clothes that time.
Keep it drying inside the balconies and all. Now, if you notice it inside the balconies, it will take minimum 2 or 3 days to become dry. Is it yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So by the time, even weather is very cool and even atmosphere is having enough water. By why it is drying, guys? Because of what process? Because of evaporation. But by the time evaporation is slow or fast? Evaporation is
Slow, sir.
slow. Understand? That is what. So no matter whatever the temperature, it is always the liquid is converting into gaseous state. So that is what the process we used to call as. What process we used to call? Evaporation. Now, as I told you, by boiling, can I boil complete liquid into gaseous state? Yes or no, guys? By boiling?
Yes, sir.
By boiling, I can convert complete liquid into, by boiling, complete liquid converting into what? Complete liquid I can convert into what? I can converting into
Gaseous.
gas. And it will increase the surrounding temperature or decrease the surrounding temperature? Surrounding
Increase the
temperature.
surrounding temperature.
Surrounding temperature increases. Surrounding temperature will increases. Now, if we take evaporation, is it evaporation completely evaporating or only upper surface of the liquid is evaporating?
What process we have? Evaporation.
So if we'll take the evaporation process, please all of you should remember. Now you can see. Have you feel that, for example, you are becoming very tired and you came from sunlight. When you sit in front of the under the fan or AC, your body will become very cool. Do you remember? Suppose you came from the sunlight. If you sit under the fan, that because your body is fully sweating. So once the sweat will evaporate, your body will feel cool or hot.
Cool, sir.
Our body will feel cool. Do you feel this, Danishkar? Have you felt this one? When the sweat is evaporating from our body, suppose when you are working 1 hour in sunlight, suddenly you came and sat under the fan. Then by the time our body is fully filled with the sweat on the surface. Now when you sit under the fan, immediately the sweat will disappear so that you will feel cool or hot, Danishkar. You can see here, even when you come to near to offline class, you can see you come from bicycle with the help of bicycle and you will set everything will become wet because of sweat. But you suddenly come and sit inside under the fan, you will feel cool or hot. Gokul?
Cool, sir.
Cool. Because evaporation you can takes place only at the surface of the water. Do you understand? Surface of the liquid. Please remember, evaporation only takes place at the where? Only surface of liquid. Understanding? So when how sir then it will be converting into gaseous state means, observe all our surrounding atmosphere is having some heat energy or not? Atmosphere, please respond everybody. Heat energy. And also inside our water also some heat energy will be there. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Atmosphere
Yes,
is
sir.
heat energy is there. Now the particles which are present on the upper layer of water will obtain the energy from inside the liquid and as well as whom? Atmosphere also. Do you understanding? The heat energy from atmosphere and as well as inside the liquid they will absorb and they will get the enough sufficient kinetic energy. Understanding? Sufficient kinetic energy to convert into which state? To converting into
Gaseous.
gaseous state.
Gas.
Now, you can see your surroundings heat energy I have been taken. So I am not giving cooling, but I am taking heat. So the temperature will falls or rises?
False.
Falls. Understanding? So once the heat energy of our surroundings has been taken by the upper surface of liquid for evaporation, then the surrounding temperatures will falls or not? The surrounding temperatures will decreases.
False.
Surrounding temperatures decreases. That is why it will give you which effect? Which will give you cooling effect. Understand? So that is what. So more evaporation, more cooling or less cooling? More cooling. Understand? So that is why you can see more cooling effect when more evaporation will take place. Do you understand everybody? Please
Yes,
respond.
sir.
That is what. So boiling is a man-made process which is completely takes place only. It's a temporary process. Only will takes place at what temperature? Only at boiling point. Understand? This one below boiling point also it will takes place. And it is a continuous process. Understand, Hari? Danishka? Continuous process. So always evaporation will leaves you what, guys? Evaporation leaves you cooling. Understand, everyone? Evaporation leaves you what? Cooling. Okay. So
Cooling.
whatever the temperature at which evaporation takes place, the latent heat of vaporization must be supplied from two places. What is that? Must be supplied from two places. The latent heat of vaporization. The required heat energy will be absorbed by whom? One is from the surrounding atmosphere and another one is from where? Inside the liquid. Understanding? So inside the liquid and as well as from surroundings, only it will absorb the heat. That is what that heat energy, what heat energy we used to call as? Latent heat of converting liquid to gas. What we used to call? Vaporization or fusion?
Vaporization.
Latent heat of
Vaporization.
vaporization. So this latent heat of vaporization is supplied by whom? Hari? Is supplied by surrounding
Atmospheric
temperature
condenser.
and as well as in liquid. Okay, that is what it will be. So that is why you can see wet cloths dry due to evaporation of water present in them, and rainwater puddles also dry up because of evaporation of water. So if you take water bodies, that is what puddles and all. So this swimming pools, and even you can see everything. And also you can see Rameswaram. If you go, what is the famous? Rameswaram is famous for what? Common salt
Fish,
preparation.
sir.
So salt, how they are preparing ready? How they are preparing common salt? Dhanishta, salt preparation. Vartini we know. Vartini is the local of Rameswaram. How they'll prepare Vartini salt? They will keep the ocean water in the field, understanding? So some kind of land they will store the ocean water so that complete liquid water will evaporate, understanding? Liquid will converting into gas, but solid particles will be remains in that solid particles only. What we used to call, guys? That solid particles only will
Salt.
as salt, NaCl, but it is containing other substances also, but later we will go for purification. Okay, Hari? Purification will do it. Okay, that is what. So preparation of salt from ocean water is also by which process? Boiling or evaporation? It is by
Evaporation, sir.
It is by what? Evaporation.
Evaporation.
So that is what you have to remember. So preparation of salt from ocean water is also example of evaporation only. Is it okay, guys? Yes, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what. So all
Yes, sir.
places, what is happening? The temperature, the latent heat of vaporization, the substance is getting from where? Getting from atmospheric temperature, and as well as where, guys? The inside the liquid. Okay, so that is what you have to remember. So common salt also recovered from seawater by the process of evaporation only, but it is containing some impurities. That impurities later we can go for what? Filtration. Okay, purification we can say. Now I will show you the one of the picture from Rameswaram. You can notice it. So that is a picture. If you notice it, you can feel how the evaporation is taking place and how the man is collecting the salt and all. So you can see the first picture of this one, which will show what, which will give you the idea of something. What is that? Anyone can see? What is this one? What is this? This is the salt field. You can see what is this fumes, guys. You can notice it. The gas. What is that?
Evaporation.
Evaporation. Understanding? So evaporation of water. Only water can evaporate. Okay. So no other substance. And finally, what is remaining? Here, see the person is collecting. What is that? The white color one. That is what
The
we
salt, sir.
salt. So salt is collected like this only. So of course, if you, I think most of you visited Rameswaram already. Yes, Gokul, Hari, have you watched it or not?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen? So that is
Yes, sir.
from salt fields you can see by evaporation of water only. So if they want to prepare the salt by boiling, then how many cylinders is needed? Yes or no? Per day, then 1 lakh, 2 lakh cylinders is needed for them. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So that is what. Of course, but boiling is a very quick process. And also see, evaporation will take place. It will gives you what? It will leaves you cooling effect. Yes or no? But if it boiling, what will happen? If it boil, what will happen? Our surrounding temperature
It
also
gives
will
us-
increase, so that we cannot survive. Yes or no, guys? We cannot be survived. That is what you have to remember. Now,
sir.
that is why we can say, please remember, all of you note the statement. Whatever be the temperature, please write, very, very important. Whatever be the temperature, whatever be the temperature, evaporation takes place. A temperature at which evaporation takes place, whatever be the temperature at which evaporation, day process, night process, or continuous process?
Continuous process.
Continuous process. Day and night will take place. Evaporation, temperature at which evaporation takes place, comma, the latent heat of vaporization, the latent heat of fusion or vaporization. Latent heat of fusion means what? Solid to latent heat of
Liquid.
fusion, solid to liquid. Latent heat of vaporization for what, Gokul? For liquid to gas. Latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization. Is it okay, guys? Must be supplied. Latent heat of vaporization must be supplied from whom, guys? It is supplied by whom? Energy, required heat energy supplied by surrounding atmosphere, and as well as what? Surrounding atmosphere.
Inside the liquid, sir.
Yes.
Inside the liquid.
And as well as from the liquid. From the liquid. From the liquid. Atmosphere and from inside the liquid or from the liquid, inside the liquid. So that is why you can see once the heat energy has been taken from the surroundings, then surroundings will become what? Our surroundings will become what? Cooling. Same way, the heat energy taken from the liquid, then liquid also will turns into what? The liquid also will turns into cool. Understand? So that is what will happen. Now you can see, nowadays we are drinking the water from the refrigerator, but olden days, now also if we'll go to villages, now also in our town also so many are using pot. Summer we will drink the water from the clay pot. Do you remember, guys? Clay pot, ready?
Yes, sir.
Still most of the houses clay pot only they will use. So the clay pot, what will happen? The same process. Evaporation of water will take place. The internal heat, that is what we can say internal heat. What is to call? Internal heat, understanding, will be absorbed by the surface particles of water for evaporation. Okay, so that inside the pot, what will happen? Water will turns into what? Cool. That is what? Because internal heat is absorbed by it. So this is all about what is evaporation. Then next class, tomorrow's class, will study what is the factors affecting evaporation. Means in the sense of in summer or winter, which season clothes will dry faster?
Summer, sir.
Summer. So that is what we will see how it will be happening. And you tell me when you are sweating, guys, more sweating, that is what perspiration we can say. Sweating means perspiration. When we can sweating, like summer or winter?
Summer, sir.
Summer. And also see summer also, but humidity is more, automatically our body will feel hot. Do you remember humidity? More humidity, atmosphere before raining and all,
Yes, sir.
our body will feel hot. Yes or no?
Yes.
No. So that is what. Okay, so that is what, and all the things. So like that is what effects of evaporation we can study. So how it will be happening and all. So totally we are having four effects of evaporation. That four effects we people will study in the tomorrow's class. That is what factors affecting evaporation. Okay, so tomorrow hope this lesson will be also completed.
Yes, sir.
Factors affecting evaporation. So with this I am going to leave this class. Thank you all of you. Bye. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. Thank you all.